Greetings. This is your friend, your pal, your teacher, ABW. The question comes to me, ABW, is there something I should look for? Is there a type of girl that you just know? Is there something to spot? Any clues that you could give me as the type of girls that you just know are gonna have sex with you? Are there girls? Are there females out there that are just predisposed to jump in the sack with you? Um, I mean, you know the fast. Well, my mom, my grandma, or somebody would call them fast. You know the fast girls. You know them. You can spot them. They're on your social media. You know. So yeah, I mean, keep your eyes open for those if that's what you want. But there are legions. There are a legion of females out there who are undercover freaks. You could just say it, from lack of a better term. Oh yeah, they're willing to have sex with you. If that's your objective. I'm not glorifying any type of anything outside of a monogamous relationship. Um, I've actually I've actually urged a lot of guys to get in monogamous relationships nowadays. It's better for you. It's more productive for you. But far be it from me to deny a man his enjoying his youth. I sure did. Couldn't even. I mean, not to brag. I couldn't even tell you the number of women I've slept with. It's innumerable. Now I know that I'm not Solomon. I'm not Wilt Chamberlain. But hey, I've had I've had bodies. But other guys want that. There are men out there that want that. Young guys, older guys who've been married and getting back out in the game. They're looking for the easiest route, the lowest hanging fruit, I guess you could say. So, are there signs and clues as to if a woman will have sex with you? I hate. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna generalize a lot. I'm gonna make a lot of assumptions, a lot of stereotypes. But it's just stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. There's a lot of truth behind them. Okay, black people eat chicken and watermelon. There's a lot of stereotype, but there's a lot of truth behind it. Okay, something like that. But I'll give you a few things, few signs. Usually, I don't know why. Women who smoke, preferably weed. If they smoke marijuana, if somehow the subject of marijuana comes up quickly in your conversation, and the invitation is to roll one, light one up with them, whatever. That's usually a good sign that you have a chance of having sex with her. And a lot of times, I don't know, for some reason, it just happens to be that case. If she shows any signs through her clothing, through her attitude, through her just her demeanor, she shows any signs of a sort of rebellious nature. A lot of times there's a lot of I don't know. It's kind of weird. I've had a lot of experience with emo girls, pretty, beautiful emo girls. With the black makeup, with the black themed makeup and get up and everything. I don't know why, but for some reason they tend to be very liberal in their. I mean, they're open sexually. A lot of them. It just happens to be that way. You might want to try that out for yourself. Hey, this is just information that I'm passing on that it has worked for me. Now let's get a little bit controversial. Controversial. Okay, I can tell you this. Now, there's a stereotype that goes along with it. I'm not going to go into that, but and my best friend pointed this out to me long time ago, and it's held true. If she's out and about, now this I guess is part. This is part. Maybe this is part of being having a rebellious nature. If she's out and about at the store, any place in public, and she's wearing pajamas, that's usually a good sign that there's a chance to have sex with her if she's available. Just being truthful, guys. Just being truthful. Try it out. Open your mind to it. If she has pajamas on, she wears pajamas out in public, she's most likely down to have sex. And then, I mean, of course, if you got a young, if they're young, you know, I don't know how old you are. I mean, you use your own discretion as far as how young you go or how old you go. But usually, if they're young, 19, 18, 19, 20, no kids, usually they're, I mean, of course, they're young, wild, and free. Why wouldn't they? So if you're in the, I don't know, I mean, I'm in my 40s now, so I can't go too young. I wouldn't want to go too young. But, you know, some guys my age, I know some guys my age that will date 21-year-olds. That's fine. Really don't see nothing wrong with that. It's legal. And yeah, they give them all they can handle a lot of times. And you have, and then there's a faction of older women, older single women, or older women with older children. You can tell, you know, if they've lost it and got it back, they're in their late 40s. There's a faction of women in that 45 to like 55 range that have lost it and got it back, or never lost it, or never had it and then all of a sudden gained it. You know what I mean? The women, there's something there about women in that 45 to 55 range, you know, 45ish. If they're feeling sexy about themselves, there's something about them at that age that is highly sexual, sexy, enticing, intriguing, and something that's an opportunity for you. Check it out. I'm telling you. You know, a lot of them in that demographic, they've experienced a lot of things. They've probably a lot of them gone through divorces. A lot of them are widows. Like I said, there's very few. It's rare. I don't know. Depending on where you're at, that don't have any kids at all. Never had any, and they're just hot to trot, man. They're ready to go. Find them, and be mature with them. Depending on how old you are, be very mature with them. Be fun with them. Be spontaneous. Be ready to be a man with them, and whatever way that means to them. Be ready to be a man. They're not about the bullshit. Be real with them. Be honest with them. Show them something that they haven't seen before. A lot of it, how it goes, a lot of what goes into finding a woman that is willing to have sex with you is keeping your eyes open. You know, there's a lot of, you know, there's an idea that men are just predators on every single woman. They're going after every woman, which is true in a lot of cases. But you know, I've noticed there's a whole lot of men that go after the same woman, the same type of women, and there are a lot of women that don't get pursued, that don't get asked out. And women by nature are not gonna be aggressive. They're not gonna go there. They'll be a little bit more passive. They'll just let the opportunities fly by. And what does that say for you? That means there's opportunities sitting there. There's opportunities to interact with women who normally don't get approached, because everybody it's about keeping your eyes open. Everybody's going for the same top 1 or 2% of women as far as looks or as far as status goes. Everybody wants that cover girl. Everybody wants that one who fits the profile of, you know, what they push in your face of what beauty is. You know, you got to be open to seeing the potential, and you know, some women, in whatever setting that you catch them in, is not how they're looking, not them looking their best. You catch them at the grocery store or something, they're not like that. You got to be able to look. Don't just look for the lady in the grocery store with heels on and her boobs and everything just sitting right. You know, they just got off of work. You know, everybody's looking at her. What about the girl who just ran in the store with the sweatshirt on? Take a look at her. Just look at her. Okay. Well, hey, when she's take a look at her and see, hey, she's looking like this now, but you know, she's got a pretty face. Even though she got some glasses, she got or reading glasses on. She got any makeup on. But let me see. Let me be a purveyor and a connoisseur of women. And then you'll find some females that are waiting to be approached, that are waiting for a guy to come, and it might be very casual. And I've had this happen too many times where you meet a woman, you approach her, and you're trying to be gentlemanlike. She obviously hasn't been approached in a long time, or in a manner that's charming to her, that's alluring to her, and she's just ready to go. I've had to be the one to be like, whoa, slow down, baby. Like, okay, we just met, like, and she's ready to go because all it took for you to trigger that button. It made her feel a little sexy, made her feel a little important, even when she's not glammed up, because you got to have that eye. It's like a art dealer. One of my favorite shows is American Pickers. Love that show. Finding the beauty. Not saying that not calling a particular woman junk or anything like that, but most women don't like to get dressed up for just normal day-to-day mundane things, and you have to understand that. Most guys, you know, we're very sure. Boy, guys are hypocritical. We walk around looking like anything, our guts hanging out, but every guy wants the made up stylist girl. Everybody wants the model type, who's dressed to the nine, stepping in her heels at all times, and that just is not the case. And the one who does walk around like that, guarantee you, she's been she's been through the ringer as far as attempts on her affections. By the time you get to her, she's been walking around all day with heels on and looking very nice. Everything's sitting right, the body's right. Guarantee you're not the only one who's made advances at her. Guarantee there are some men who've thrown money at her and things like that. And you know, depending on what type of value she has, how superficial she has, you know, that's a decision that she's made. So again, be a connoisseur of women. Learn, figure out what you like. Be open to other things that you like. Look at yourself, evaluate yourself, and come to a real honest assessment of yourself, and then don't before you judge a woman who has a little bit more gut than you're used to, than you want. Because I bet you got a gut too. Bet your breasts sag a little bit. You know what I mean? Women are beautiful creatures, man. And for the most part, they seem to outnumber us. I've seen studies that suggest, at least in the Western world, U.S., Canada, and England, things like that, that women outnumber us. I've seen it as high as 15 to 1. Normally, I've seen somewhere more around 7 to 1. I've seen that women outnumber us. I think it's true. I've seen like everybody. I've had given birth to. Well, my wife has given birth to 3 girls. Most of my immediate family members, at least my generation of cousins and things like that, all had girls. Seemed like girls were in abundance. I don't know if it's just a season of girl babies being born, or it just seems like there are always every single time when my daughters were born, when we were in the nursery, there was a whole lot of pink, along with my daughters. But then and there wasn't too much blue. So I don't know. I don't want to get into science, but it takes a Y chromosome to make a man, and then we already have an X chromosome, so 2 X chromosomes makes a woman, and it seems like it more likely that a woman is more prevalent on the earth. I don't know. Shit, men die sooner or whatever. Point is, there's a lot of women out there, a lot of opportunities. So when you ask me the question, are there signs and clues? Those are a few signs and clues of women who would be willing to have sex with you. There's just some kind of low-hanging fruit, dead giveaways. But then at the same time, you got to go back to the fact that you got to just go out there and give it a go. Go talk to females. Talk to them. They're not scary. They're really not. If you think they're scary, they will be. They'll be a man eater. They'll eat you alive. I've talked to plenty of women. I've had honest conversations with a lot of women. That's the thing about me. Give you a little personal insight behind the scenes. Most women that I've had relations with, we became like buddies in a way. Like they would open up to me and tell me things that they normally wouldn't tell other guys. I'm just that, and I've never really left a relationship or encounter with a woman on a sour note. They're always cool with me, cordial. I don't have anybody trying to key up my place, key up my car, or anything like that. But anyway, they tell me that if they come across a guy, this will be the nicest, most virtuous woman, but they'll say it. If they come across a man who is not a man in every sense of the word, if they're not able to control them, if they're not able to control the situation, then a woman will take charge and control the situation. A woman will take advantage of a man. She'll be fully aware of the fact that she's taking advantage of him. She will do it because the man will let her. And I've heard that's been told to me numerous times from what you would call good girls. But they're like, if a man is able to be run over, then I'll run over him just because I can. Been told that. So women aren't. They're not scary, man. Go after them. Get after them. And then if you want to have sex, tell them that you want to have sex. Make that your intention. But don't just, find a way to say it. We can cover that topic another time of how you can put sex to the forefront if that's what you want. Be honest about your intentions if that's all that you want. Put it out there. You never know. A lot of women that want to have sex. Don't make it creepy. Don't make it seem like you're using them. Let them use you. Put the sex out in their face and then back off. And then let them use you. Play coy. You'll get you some sex. We all want sex. All right. Well, that's all about. I'm gonna say right now. Peace and blessings. God bless.